Hey everyone, do you still remember me? This is Christian from PageFly. Thank you for joining us today. So five minutes happened, so we're now starting the webinar. Thank you for joining us again. I'm so excited again to see you guys in this webinar series. For those who do not know about our series PageFly from 0 to 1, we're hosting an onboarding webinar series to give our users a tour into the app's features. So this is an onboarding webinar series that will help you to learn how PageFly works so you can build your powerful store and launch responsive websites in a quick and also in a correct way. So our webinars are covering from the most fundamental points to the advanced rules about PageFly. What functions and elements do we have and how you can utilize them. So once you have understood the app, you can build your store with a high conversion rate quickly and also easily. So I want you to know that PageFly is not only an app provider, but also a dedicated companion, a sidekick, and also an advisor. We are always happy to help you build your store step by step. All right, so in my previous webinar, from 0 to 1, responsiveness for pages, I have guided you on how to build a responsive landing page for multiple devices, just like mobile, tablet, desktops, and also I give you some tips on the common mistakes you might face and also how to avoid them. You can look up on our YouTube channel that webinar recording to see it. For today's episode, let's update our skills a little bit. With our powerful elements, we have many. So today we'll be discussing about four ones, and they are divided into main four parts elements. So they are the name, the save section, the Addon auction swatches, the global styling, and also the upload font manager. All right, so I will let you wait anymore. So let's just get started. So let me just first share with you my screen. All right, so to make it easier for you guys to understand in a visual manner, I'm going to work in this sample landing page with PageFly. So as you might already know, Halloween sales are coming soon, right? So today I will build and work on this Halloween landing page that we just previously built. And this contains Halloween fonts, colors, styles, section, and using these four powerful elements as examples on how to work with them. So I hope that it can help you with your upcoming Halloween sale campaign if you have one or if you are thinking to have one. And for information, this webinar is also going to be recorded, so you can find it later on the YouTube channel and you can watch it and take it more step by step later on. So to begin with, we have the very first powerful element, which is going to be the saved section. So a saved section is counted as a published slot, and this will let you save or create a section and then reuse it on all of the PageFly pages or even on your Shopify pages. Yes, that will be on your themes pages. This is going to help you to save time and also to customize your store pages even further. So let's dive how to set it up. If you want to save a section from any of your pages, all you need to do is just move your mouse. You can see here that I'm moving my mouse over a section. We can see on the left part that we have a little tag appearing and it says section. And on the right side, we have the plus icon. So from here, we can add a section. And if we click on the section, we can also use the page outline. From here, we can select the section like this, or we can also use the breadcrumb. For example, let's say I will click on the button and then I will click here on section. So in this way, I can select the section, and what I can do after that is click on this button right here, and I can save the section. So once we save the section like this, we can click on this button, and now we can give it the section a name. For example, this is a banner, right? Right here, we have a banner that says, let's spice things up. This is a Halloween themed section banner. So I'm just going to click here, and I will go for Halloween banner, just like this. So and now I'm going to click on save. So in order to be able to use this section, what we need to do is go to PageFly, and now on the dashboard, we need to find the section list, click here, and from here, we can find now our saved section, the Halloween banner. Now I just need to publish it. So we can just enter to the sections editor, and from here, we can click on this button, and now we can publish it. So let's go and publish it. I want to call it the same thing, Halloween banner. So I'm now going to publish. All right. So now we can use this section on a themes editor on Shopify, Pages, or on PageFly. So I am going to go back to the PageFly editor and I will refresh the page so we can have the content updated. Now I will close the page outline and I will click on the button that we find on the right side. This will appear on any section. As you can see, the section underneath also have it. The section underneath, all of the section will have this plus icon. From here, we can just add the section. So I will click on the button and then I will hit to the Save Section tab. And from here, we can see the section Halloween banner that we just saved. So what we need to do now is just click on it to select it. And you can see how the blue button appearing and we can click on it. And now this section is going to be appearing on our page just like that. So we can do the same thing and apply this banner, this save section on other pages. So you can see this is our landing page, our home page. So I am also going to do the same for other pages. So I will go for product page and I will also add a product page, this banner to a product page. So I will do the same thing. I will click on the plus icon, save sections. I will select my Halloween banner. And you can see that now we can have the banner at the same time without having to do further things. So I will save changes. And also here on the product. And now I will show you how to do it on a theme. So this is going to be very easy as well. So you can see here that I am the themes editor, right? This is DOM theme. You can have anything on Shopify OS 2.0 and you can do this. Because on Shopify themes 2.0, you can apply a section to your pages. So what we are going to do is just click on the add session button here. And then we can type PageFly. And you will see PageFly section appearing. You need to make sure that you're working on the published theme because this only works on the published theme. So we click on it and you can see that we just added a PageFly section on the themes editor. So what we need to do now is actually very simple. So we just need to go to sections here on the right side and we need to select the Halloween banner, just like this. So we only click on it to select it. And as you can see, we now have the save section also on the themes editor. So we only build the section once. So because let's say you are on the landing page, right here, you build everything here, all the content. So you want to reuse it on all different kind of pages without having to do it again. So using the save section, which is a powerful element, can help you to save time to do that. So now the next thing is, what is the purpose of only using the save section? Can I just bring it to the pages and that's it? But the thing is that the save section also gives you the power to modify the save section once. And these changes are going to be applied to all of your pages. So if we go back here to the dashboard and then we hit to sections again and go to section for Halloween banner that we just created, we can do any changes here and these changes are going to go live for all of them. So for example, let's just put, let's spice things up to make it bold, just like that. You can see that it is now bold, right? So to make the changes more noticeable, I'm also going to increase the size, the font size, so we can see it. So now I'm going to save and publish to make these changes live, just like this. Let's just now wait a little bit. All right, so and now I'm going back to the product page where I added the banner and I'm going to refresh the page. Take a look to the font size from the let's spice things up. As you can see, it is now a bigger size. It is also bolder because we just did the change. So if I go to the landing page as well, you can see how it is going to change as well. Let's just wait for a second. And now you can see it there. Let's now go back and do it also on the theme editor. All right, since sometimes it might not update like this, so we can just add it again, just like that. Let's go for PageFly. And we can select our section back again. Let's just save. Let's actually refresh this. We might have sometimes cache issues where we might see the same thing over and over. So I am also going to show you right now how you can avoid that. So in this case, we can just right click on the page, go to inspect, and then I'm not showing you right now, but on the refresh button, you can click right click, and then you can click on empty cache and hard refresh. Let's just now wait. So we are still seeing the same thing, but we are now going to take a look to the live page to see if we still have the issue. So you can see this is the default collection. So I'm going to go for one of the default collections to take a look. So as you can see on the live page, the changes are actually working. So sometimes on the themes editor, it might take time to update. So you don't need to worry about that. You need to check always the live page, which is what the customers are actually going to see for your pages. So I have just shared with you how to update the content of a save section for all of the pages, even though if you only want to change slightly things, you can work with all of them at the same time. So let's say you have 100 pages and you added the same section to 100 pages. It is going to take a lot of time to modify them all of them once, one by one. So doing it like this, it can help you to speed up. But what if I want to modify this section? Let's say on the product page, I want to have it different. As you can see, if I click on the buttons, I just cannot edit the elements from this save section. And this is because these elements are all synced on the save section. So in order to be able to modify it, we just need to click on this button right here on the right bottom side, unsync section. So once we unsync the section, this is very important to know, we cannot sync it again. And once we unsync it, what it means is that from this, the sections editor, we are no longer going to be able to modify it on this page. So if I click on unsync, you can see once unsync, all changes made in the original Google section are not going to affect this section or vice versa. So we can just click on unsync. And as you can see, I can once again just edit it as normal, right? So this is one of the very important features that we have for the save section. So far we have talked about one of the more powerful elements, which is the save section, which allows you and gives you the opportunity to save time when building different content on your page at the same time. So if you got some questions so far, please just share it with us in the live chat. We'll be taking a look to your questions. And I can see that you have a lot of questions. So let's just go for them. So I can see, why is the full width option not available on the layout to drag and drop? I guess that you mean on the sections editor, and this is because when you go here to layout, you cannot find the full width section just like you might do it here on a normal page editor. You can see full width, and this is because a full width layout is going to add a new section. So we just do not need to add it because this is a sections editor. We cannot add another section to this section. So that will be actually a page. So if you want to make it full width, just go to General tab and disable Set Fixed Width. So another question here from Rosie. I only can find save section by clicking the plus icon, right? I cannot drag from somewhere. Yes, you can find them by clicking on the plus icon. So once you click, let me just go to a page. Once you click on the plus icon, you can see that it also even says add new section here. Here you can find our pre-made sections and also the save sections that you create, but you need to have them published if you want to be able to add them to the page. So for example, you said that you also wanted to drag and drop. So let me just go to, yeah, here on the landing page where I have not unsynced it yet. So let's say I just click here and then save section, select the Halloween and select the section, right? So if I want to drag and drop it, you can just use the page outline from here. Just click on the page outline, and then you can see here this button. You can just do it like this. Just drag and drop it, and you can move the section up and down on your page. So let's take a look at more questions. We can see here from Lou, do I have a limit on the number of save sections? So yes, I can see that it has been replied in the chat box, but the save section, just like I mentioned in the beginning, is part of the publishable slots. So if you have 20 slots planned, it means that you can publish 20 slots, and the save section is going to be one of those slots. So let's see here another question from Daniel. Can I do the same on any theme? Yes, you only need to have the theme on OS 2.0 in order to be able to do that. How many sections can I create on the free plan? Once again, this depends on the publishable slots that the plans give you. And on free plan, you can create only one, whether one save section or one page. Here another question. Can I use save section in draft theme? It's actually not going to be possible because PageFly sections only work on the published theme. So if I go here, let's use exit, you can see themes. This is, for example, your published theme. So anything that you have below are not going to be possible to track or to add those save sections. Here, another question from Monica. Can I use save section in the theme OS 1.0? It's actually not going to be possible because once again, it only works on OS themes which are having a 2.0 update, okay? So finally, to sum it up, when using PageFly save sections, you can customize the save sections in the section list or the section editor. Then you can change, your changes will be updated into the section on all the pages that contain it. And the save section now is upgraded and can be used outside of PageFly on your themes editor. Please also note that you cannot edit the global section on the editor's page. To edit it, please go to the section list to adjust. So in this way, you can just do your changes. When you sync it and unsync it, sometimes I have faced customers or people who ask me, I want to sync it again. Is there any way? It is actually not going to be possible because it is unsynced. So if you want again to have the save section on the page, you need to click on the button and add new section and just add it again. So this way you can have your section back to be global and you can manage it from this, which is the sections editor. So let's see if we have more questions from here. So I can see here, can I edit save section on one page and didn't affect others? So yes, once you just once again, once you unsync it, it is going to only be applied those changes on that page. So if you unsync, let's say the save section from 20 pages, you can do unique changes on those 20 pages, but it is not going to anymore be linked to the main global save section. So let's say here another question. I want to use save section as a header and footer. So yes, you can do that as well. It's actually a very good way to use it. You can create a custom header and footer. Just I would recommend to turn off the themes header and footer so you can use the PageFly's one. And this is good to have it as a global save section and to not sync it. So you can just do your changes on that sections editor. So here's another question from Khadija. Do you have to add the save section to the Shopify page directly? Can I just add it in PageFly and hit publish and it carry over? So once you create a section, you can even create a section from here. Just go to section, as you can see here, and then create a new section. And from the sections list here, once you create a section, you will be able to later add it to the pages that you want. So for example, here, let's just actually do it really quick. So let's just create a section and I'm going to select one of our templates just to make it faster. Let's say here, I will select this template. I will now save and publish it. Let's say you created your content sample. Actually click on cancel. Click on publish. Let's just now wait a little bit. And now I will go to the themes. You can see here I am the theme. I will click on customize and I will go to the collection page again, collection. And from here, what I need to do is just click on add section, PageFly, because we need to add the, this is going to be like the block for PageFly on the themes editor. And now on the right side, you can select the sample section that we just created, just like that. And there you have it. So you need to add it on the pages from the theme that you want. So let's just now move to the second powerful element that we have to discuss about today. So this is going to be the add-on auction swatches. So add-on auction swatches will help you to display your product information in a more attractive way. First and foremost, how can we set up the auction swatches? So first, let's go on where we can find it. So we can click on settings, actually on PageFly add-ons, sorry, PageFly add-ons, and then click on auction swatches. And from here, we'll be entering the auction swatches. So I can see it is already set up. Let me just really quick remove it. All right. So once you enter to the auction swatches page, you will find it like this, like it is empty. You need to set it up. So in order to set it up, it is actually very simple. We just need to click on the button add auction swatch, and this is going to retrieve the data of all of your variants for all your products of your store. So you can see color, style, material. So the first question is, where are these auctions coming from? So if I go to the product, so let's just go to, let me go to a product to show you. Okay, let's just go to this one. So if you take a look here, auctions, we have style and also we have material. If we go back to the PageFly add-ons swatches, you can find color and also material. So the style is also another one. So what we need to do here, you select any of the auctions and we will be applying a custom style for them. For example, here I'm going to go for style and material to work on this product. As you can see, we have on the style, we have auctions, different auctions like gold friend, vampire blood, pumpkin carving, and enchant candy potion. And on material, we have this is a candle, right? So we have the candle built in glass and also plastic. So I will go for these ones. So as you can see here, we have different display types to show these options. So if I click here, you can see that there is label. You can see there is a small preview down here. On this small preview, you can see how it is going to look like. So for example, here, this is good for like closing. As you can see, this is for sizing, right? So let's just move to the next one. We have color. On color, you can set unique colors for them. For example, here, this one is called yellow. So what we are going to do is just give it a yellow color. For red, it's going to be the same, just like this. So we can set our colors. So now we have custom images. On custom images, you can set your own custom images to work and show them. So we also have variant images where, as you can see, let's go here, variant images. If we go to the product, those images are set here, right, on this variant. So we can show them on the page. Now we find the ready button, which is like a normal one, and also the normal drop down, which is where from we can select different ones. So for Halloween theme campaign, I will show you how to use the product variant custom image, which is this one right here, and also the variant image. So if you have several special product variants for special events, which are not supported by the swatches, custom images will be the best choice for you to make your product information more impressive. So for example, on this product that we are going to go to be working with, I want to give it, let's say on material, I want to go for custom images and I want to show here. So in order to upload an image, let me do it from here. You can see the upload button, and now you can select whether from your image manager or you can click on upload from computer and you can upload an image from your computer or use from the web, from the internet, right? So you can select your image that you want to assign it to this auction. So once again, these auctions right here are here on the product itself. So you can see the style is having different auction values like the gold friend, vampire blood, pumpkin carving, enchant, candy, potion. So from here, I will give it variant image, and for the material, I will give it a custom image. And what I need to do now is save changes so our changes can go live. Sometimes you might update your information, and something that I want to emphasize on is that it is very important to take a look to the name of your auctions, because let me just click on done. Sometimes you might have a style, but the S is not capital, and this is going to be a completely different auction. So if you have the style with at the end a double dots, just like this, let me just show you here. So for example, you have it like this. This is going to be something different as well. So you need to take a look to what you have on the auctions names. So let's just now here go to the landing page again, and I will refresh the page so we can have an updated information. All right, so now what I need to do is find a place to add it. So I will go here, which is the product details section of this page. And what I am going to do is click here on add Shopify element. And then under product, I will find the product variant and I will just drag and drop it on the page, just like this. I want it right here. So the product variant is going to help us to use this feature, which is the auction swatches. So what we need to do first is click on the combine auctions toggle and untoggle it. So disable it, just like this. And now you can see that we are showing the information that we just set up on the add-ons of PageFly. So you can see for material, we are using custom images. So these images are not on the product. I have uploaded them myself. So as you can see, it is completely different. And on style, I am keeping the variant image. You can see here variant image, which is set up here on the product itself. So we can just set up like this. So we are showing different images, and this is going to be a completely different setup. So we can give them some style. For example, if I click on any of them, I can go to styling, border, for example, make it rounded, just like that. You can see that it even look better now. You can see that it is now looking better. We have different auctions when we are using the swatches on the product variant, which was outdated for this. So the first thing that we find is that the auction swatches, we need to toggle it on in order to be able to use the swatches auctions. So we have different auctions for them. So if we have them disabled like this, we have auctions like, for example, the auctions values display, which are only working when we disable the auction swatches. We are like the default ones. As you can see, drop down or radio button, but we don't want that at the moment. So the auctions value layout is where we can set how it is going to look like. So as you can see, they are organized in a vertical way. It is going to be better actually to have it like this on horizontal way. So you can see we have down below the material and above we are having the product variant images. So also we can change the value from here. So you can see we can toggle on or off to show the auction names. You can see here it's not visible because the background is darker, just like the color it has. But we can go here, click on it to select it. You can see here auction name, go to overall, and here we can, for example, give it a white one so we can see it. So as you can see, it is now white. But if we don't want to show this, we can just select the product variant, the main element, and then here disable the show auction name. As you can see, it is now gone, and this is now looking better. And now we have finally the auction spacing. So you can see this is going to be the spacing from one auction to another. But this is only working when you have more than one auction. For example, right now we have material and also we have styles. So this is what we have. And when we enable the combined auction, we also have some other features like show the price. So for the pricing, you can see that it is showing. Let me actually give it another color so we can see it better, just like that. You can see that it is having the price next to the auctions names. And if we disable it, it is just going to go away. So this is an option. We also have the variant display for changing it to drop down menu. For example, we can also enable the show price here and you can see that it is appearing right there. So we also have here the variant image. If you show here variant image, it is going to show the variant images for all your product settings. So you can see that these images are repeated. And this is because if we go to the product, we can find the gold frame glass and the gold frame plastic having the same image both. So using this is good when you only have a product that only has a few images. So you don't need to use the swatches, but just enable this option. So let's go back to product variant and now drop down menu. Okay. And also have the sold out text in case your product doesn't have any stock. So this is some options that we find on the product variant, which are very helpful when building the page. So far we have I have shown you how to set up the swatches, how do they work, and where do they come from. So if you got any questions so far, please share on the chat. Our team is very active replying your questions. I can see from here. Thank you guys. And also I'll be checking some of your questions as well. So let's take a look here for questions from Kevin. Is it possible if I show different styles on different pages for one variant? For example, I want to show color variant as color swatches on one page and image label on another page. So since it's the swatches, I'm using the global variant styles that you have set here, here on Shopify. What you need to do is create your own swatches. So for example, you can just create style A, let's say like this, just like this. And then you can, this could be a different name for sure. And then you can, on the swatches here on this page, when you click on add option swatch, you will find the style A option, which you can select and give it your own style. So it is going to be different. So let's take a look to another question we have here. Another question from Daniel. Can I add a border for selected variant? So yes, we do also have the option. So let me just put back the swatches like this. And what you can do is click on any of them, then go to styling tab. And here on top, you will find this button, which is for states. And you can click on active selected state. And now let's just show it like this. Let me remove the border radius so it is no round anymore, and then we click and select active selected state. And now here on border I will give it 100 like this. As you can see, it is now the selected option on the editor. By the way, this option doesn't work for sure, selecting different options, but default, the first one is going to be selected. And as you can see, the first option, which is the selected by default on the editor, is now rounded. So this means that once you have clicked on one of the options, you will be making it rounded. If you want to not make it rounded, but put it some border, just like you mentioned, you can click on border style here, and you can give some styles for this as well. As you can see, this is black. Let's just put it on white so we can see it. You can see it right there, actually in red. So you can see that it is actually working. You can also, for mouse over, which is when you put your mouse or click over any of the images, you can set the styles as well. And you can set different style for one option up there and the option below. So let's take a look to another question here. Um, I see a question from Monica. Why my variant images show blank in the live page? So this could be depending on different things. One of the could be because you haven't set any of the variant images in the Shopify product yet. But if you have and you still have it blank, please contact us on the live chat so we can take a look to this and see what could be happening. Let's take a look here to my questions. I see one from Nicolas. Do we have to pay for this feature or is it already included? Because I see it is under the add-ons tab. So this feature is included even on the free plan, so you can have a use for it. So you just need to go here, PageFly add-ons, click on option swatches, and now you can set your swatches up. Remember that PageFly gives you all of the features starting from free plan. We only limit on the published slots that you can have. So yes, this feature is available starting from free plan. Let's take a look here for more questions that I can see a lot of questions. Let's take a look here. How to set up custom images for variants. So once again, what we need to do, in case you miss it, is go to PageFly add-ons, click on auction swatches, and from here you can click on add auction swatch and select the option that you want to work with. Let's click now on color, and then you click here and you can change the display type to custom image. And now you can upload your own images. For example, here I have already uploaded all, but I can click here on this folder icon to reselect the image. Or if I go here, you can see that this is how you will find it with the upload button waiting for you to upload an image, and you can select any of your already uploaded images on your image manager, or you can upload a new one. So this is a way that you can do it. So let's take a look, two more questions here for auction swatches. See here, clean, a question from clean, how to change variant drop down to variant swatches. So once again, let's just go back to the editor. You will find once, let's just do it from scratch really quick. So what you need to do is drag and drop the product varying element. And since you will be finding a drop down, what you need to do is only disable this option, combine options, and then make sure that the use auction swatches is enabled. If not, you will still have the drop down. So you can just click on it to enable it. And depending on the number of options that you have, you can go for vertical or for horizontal. In this case, I will go like this. So let's see if we got more questions. So I can see some questions not related to swatches right now. I will be going back to those questions once we finish. So don't worry, all of your questions will be answered. So let's just now jump to the next powerful element that we have to share with you today. This is the upload font manager. This is totally a brand new element. So technically the uploaded font manager is a feature that allows you to upload and manage your desired fonts that Google Fonts doesn't have. So fonts that are extra. So if we go here to settings, we can find this option, uploaded fonts manager. So from here, as you can see, I already have some fonts, and these fonts are not available normally on Google Fonts or a browser default font. So this can give to your pages a unique style. So as you can see, these are Halloween looking fonts, theme fonts, and they're looking very cool. So how can we add the fonts? So the first thing is that we need to have them on 4 supported formats, and they our team are going to share with you in the chat what are the formats, and they are TTF, OTF, WOF, and WOF2. So after you upload your custom fonts, all the fonts are going to be automatically converted to WOF2 format, and this is to optimize the page performance in the live view, because we know that uploading files to the page are affecting the loading time. So that's why we're going for WOF2, which is optimized a lot for loading times, and it helps. It actually really helps a lot. And this is a powerful element because before we have to do like through a hustle. Those who have been working with PageFly for some time know that before we had to go to a page like this one, and we needed to find the font that we wanted to use, download it, then we had to transform it to the right format that we needed to have, then go to Shopify files, upload the font, add code. So it was a hassle before to add them. So now with this powerful element, it makes you easy to upload any font that you want. So in order to do the font is actually very easy. Once we are on the custom fonts, you can see this is the custom fonts page. We just need to click on the upload new fonts page button. And then from your device, let me just show you, from your device, you can select the font. Remember that there are 4 formats that you can have them on: TTF, OTF, WOF, and WOF2. So in this case, I have it on TTF. So I will just click on it and click on open. And now we need to wait for the font to be uploaded and converted into WOF2, which is the optimized format for page speed. So we just need to wait a little bit, and now you can see a little preview of your font, and now we can click on done. Once we do that, we need to now use it. And how can we use it? It's actually very simple. Once you upload your font, you will find it like this. It is used in, and it will say global style 0. So we just need to click on it, and then it will tell you this font is not used on any global style. So we just need to click on go to global styling like this. Now we can add this font to any of our settings for the global styling. We will be coming back to the global style very shortly. So for example, we go for the font family tree. I will click first on this button, and now click on uploaded fonts. And from here, I can click on Baby Halloween, which is the name of the font that we just uploaded. You can see Baby Halloween. So once I click on it, I will check it, and it will be appearing down here. You can see uploaded fonts. These are the fonts that are being used on the PageFly app on this store. So I will click on select, and now I can click on this drop down, and I can find uploaded fonts Halloween, Baby Halloween like this. So I will just click on it, and now you can see that the font is actually there. So I want to identify this one very easy. So I will just rename this to the name of my font, which is Baby Halloween, just like that. And now what we need to do is just click on the publish button to make the changes live. Publish, and now we just need to wait a little bit. And now we can go back to the PageFly's editor. So I will just go to the landing page again. I will save changes to keep our swatches like this, but actually let's just put them to be with radius like that, so they are rounded. All right, I will save changes and now refresh. I will now refresh the page and have a use of these new fonts. So let's just give it a try. Let's say on the product add to cart button. Let's go to styling, find typography, and here you can find font family. So what we need to do is select or assign it the one where we set it. So if we go back to the global styling, you can see that this is the name Baby Halloween, right? So that is what we need to find. We click here, we will find Baby Halloween. And once we click on it, you can see that the font's looking very cool, isn't it? It is now there and working. So we can apply it this way to any of the other fonts. For example, here, I will go for Baby Halloween, and you can see the font is actually right there. I can do the same for the product titles here. Click on here, Baby Halloween, and the font is now there and working. So far I have shown you how to use the upload font manager brand new element, and how to upload a font and how to use it on the PageFly editor. So far, if you got any question on how this can be implemented, please just share all your questions in the live chat. I can see our team is still very active on this, and I think this is being very easy to explain and to get, because this is just an upload and select and assigned. So any question, don't hesitate to let us know. Even if you think they are very silly, that is not a problem. It's actually better to ask and to get our answer to be keeping the doubt in your mind. So this is a very powerful image that when you're having different, for example, Halloween is coming, and you can set all your Halloween fonts like this. When Christmas comes, you can do the same. If you have, let's say, a landing page for, let's say you have a pet store, you can also have your own custom fonts here added this way. So finally, I want to talk and discuss about the last powerful element. But before, I want to take a look to some of your questions related to the upload font manager. Something very important that I have almost forgot to say is that you cannot upload fonts if you are on the Shopify trial plan. And this is because you need to be on a Shopify paid plan in order to be able to upload a font. So this is important to keep in mind as well. So let's take a look to the questions. I upload a font, I upload a custom font, but don't know how to use it. So once again, the custom font, you can only use it on the global styling. So the global styling you can find in settings, global styling. You should click on leave. You just wait a second. And from here, you can assign your fonts to font family, heading, paragraph button, to all of the elements that we have here on the global styling. So just like I did, you can even rename. For example, here we had font family tree, and I rename it to the font's name, which is Baby Halloween. So here you can first click on the gear icon and then upload a font, and you need to click on it to check it, and then click on the select button. And now you can click on the drop down, find uploaded fonts, and click on the font to select it. So this way you can have the font added to your page. And now, to your PageFly app. And now you can go to the editor, and now you can find typography, font family, and you can click on the font that you selected. So let's take a look to more questions related to this. Why my custom font didn't display on the live page? So you need to make sure that you downloaded the right format for your font, and use it on the global styling. And sometimes some things will override the fonts that you apply on PageFly. So for this, you need to contact us on the live chat, and our team is going to take a look at this and will give you feedback on what could be done to be avoided. So let's take a look to more question here. Can I upload custom fonts with Shopify trial, and why I cannot? So once again, this is not possible to do, and this is just simply by, it is due to Shopify policies. So this is out of our hands. So you need to be on a paid Shopify plan in order to be able to do it. So let's see here, more questions. Yeah, I see questions not so much related to this subject, so we'll just be moving to the next one and then get back to those questions. So I will now explain and talk more about the next powerful element, which is the global styling. We have just used it a little bit now, but I will now explain it more further. So the global styling is just designed to help merchants to use predefined styling for elements across their store. So this predefined styling can be customized by the merchants, and this feature allows merchants to build pages with speed and uniformity all across the online store. So all values that has been set up on the global styling will be computed values on the editor's page. So for example, if you want to use your brand colors for many elements, such as like the button or icons, you can set color for many elements in the global styling, or set your brand color in global styling as well. And then you can build your PageFly pages with this feature. So on how to access it is actually, let's just do it again. We are here on the dashboard, right? We need to go to settings, and now we just need to go to global styling. And from here, we will be entering to this screen. So for the Halloween campaign, for example, if you want to cover all of your pages with the Halloween spirit, but you have a lot of pages and elements, so you don't need to worry, because the global styling is going to help you to solve like easy pieces all of this. So in this case, I would like to replace, let's say, the button. I want to create a unique style. So as you can see, you have a pre-built style, which is actually very simple to do. So you just need to select any of these styles, and then you will find the styling tab on the right side. And from here, you can set a color for the text, which is for the button in this case, is going to be the content color. And down, we can go down here. Now we can set a typography, a padding, font size. I mean, all the settings that you find for the styling tab. But as you can see, this is a style completely for the button. This is not only the color or not only the text. This is for the whole element. And what this does is that, for example, let's say you have 100 pages and you want to update your 100 pages from summer, which is already ending, to Halloween. So if you use the global styling, what you can do is from here, you can set the style for the buttons to be, instead of Halloween, you can just select another one. So you can just change the style to be from summer, in this case, to Halloween. And now it, all of these 100 pages with these buttons are going to automatically and dynamically change from summer to Halloween look like. So this is going to help you to save a lot of time. So to use this, actually simple. If we go to the landing page again, right here, all we need to do is click on, if we are going to work on the button, we need to click on the button, they go to styling, and we need to go to all the way to the top. I'm here. Let's actually do it. Let's take a look here. Actually, I just first refresh the page to take a look. There's some questions. Okay, we'll be coming back to those questions very soon. So I just refreshed the page, right? So this is the button where we just applying the style to. So at the very top, you will find the global style, as you can see. And now you can click on it and you will find all the styles that you have set up here. Let's just close this like this. So you can see you have 6 styles to set on the button. So once again, you can select any of them to apply the design. So I will go for the style number 1. You can see that the button style is not changing. And if we take a look to the styling tab, we will find some alerts right here. And this is because on this button, we already and previously had applied a design. So what we need to do is click on the cross to remove any design given to them. So this way it can use the design that we gave it on the global styling. So we remove all of these values, just like this, use like that. And also here, you can see how the button is now having the same style that we set here, as you can see it. So this is what we need to do. First is make sure that we don't set any styles to the element, so we can assign the styles from the global styling. This is similar to the save section, where if you unsync, you cannot have the global edition from the save section. The differences with the global styling is that you can put any unique styles here and you will be just override on these parts, but you can click on the cross to remove the style, and it will be syncing again with your global styling options. So we can also do the same for, let's say, the heading. So here on the heading, you can see you can do the same thing. You can set a custom color for this style, and also a typography, many settings, all the settings that you want. And then you can go to the PageFly editor again, and you can select a heading, and you can do the same thing. So click on global style, you will find it at the very top, click on here, and now you can find your styles again. So let's go for style number one. So here you can find the same thing. We already had some styles given to it, so we just need to remove them, just like this, like this, like this, and like this. And now you can see that it has the same styles, the same color, and also the underline that it has on the global stylings. So this way is why it can help you to build and customize or change your pages or update them with ease, and also very, very quick. Because once again, like the example, if you have 100 pages and you, for your pages, set the styles, you can manage them all from here. So you can set different styles, like for the paragraph, button, image, icon, divider, and you can just play around with them. So this way you can do this and play with these options. So far I have shown you how to use the global styling and what elements or what options we have, and how important and how you can take advantage of it. So if you got questions for it, just please let me know. I will be checking your questions right now. So I can see a question here. Can I use global styling for all elements of PageFly? So it is not available for all the elements. As you can see, we have it for 6 elements. They are the heading, paragraph, button, image, icon, and also finally the divider. So let's take a look at more questions. I want to set the name of these elements stylings. So yes, you can do it once again. For example, here on the button, let's go to the button. You can see that this is named style one. So you just need to click on style one, and then you can just put your own name, your own name. And now this element, when you want to apply it on the editor, let me just first, remember we need to click on the publish button to make changes go live. And now refresh the editor so we can find the name that we just set for the button. All right, this is right here. Now you will find your own name here set, which is the name that I just gave to it. So let's take a look, 2 more questions. So what is the maximum number of global styling that I can have? So the maximum number, this depends on the option. So for properties, we have color and font family. For color, you can have up to 8 colors. From font family, you can have up to 6 different styles. For now the other options, which are the elements, we have the heading has 6. You can see here paragraph 4. The button has 6. The image has 6. Icon 6, and also the divider has 3. So it depends on the element, how many properties or elements or the features that you can apply to them. So let's take a look at more questions. I can see a question from Min Kang. How can I set the name of these elements? I will share it, but not a problem. On the color, on the properties, you will find the color 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the numeration. So you need to click on any of them and just rename the name of the property. So this way you can just rename it and give it the name that you want. So let's see here a question from Kevin. So global styling doesn't override the previously style of the element. So regarding this question, once again, it is not going to do so for those settings or properties that are not set up. So for example, here on this heading, you can see that is if I give it the style, the global style, it is now overriding it, all of them. So this is because we already had some features there. So if you want to use the global styling, you need to make sure that they are not style set. So just like this, you remove the style set, and you can handle all the styles from this option. From that will be in this case from here. You will be able to handle it from here. So let's take a look to another question here from Daniel. The copy and paste style don't work with Elementor I are applied. global styling, right? I tried but failed. So the global styling is similar to the copy and paste feature, the one that we have on the tooltip. But the differences is that with the global styles, you will not only be you will not only be transferring the style from one element to another, but you will be able to handle and change those styles from these options from here. So the copy and sales, if you want to copy and paste, you might be able to do it, but it would be better to apply the global styles instead. So I can see here, actually another tip that I can give you that if you want to have the same um, style, something that you can do also is go to advanced tab and you can copy the code that might be generated down here and you can just paste it. But once again, it is better to use the global styling from here. So you can use the same thing and you can manage it from the global feature. Let's see here another questions from Rossi. I use global styling, but I can still edit style. Where I use global styling, but I can still edit style of the elements normally. Is it correct? Yeah, it is correct. You can, for example, let's say you want to the global styling, but you don't want to keep all of the styles that are set up on the global styling. So what you need to do is just give it the properties that you want. So let's say here you want to keep the same font that we set up here, but we don't want to keep the color, for example. So what I will just do, assign a new color just like that, and you will get an alert here which says that this global styling parameter has been overridden with custom value. So this is what you could do. So let's see here another questions regarding this. Go to maximum. So is we can see another question. Is this feature also available on free plan? Yes, this is also available on the free plan. See here more questions. Yeah, questions are related to this. We will be going back to the very shortly. I can see here, I apply the global styles, but even though that those do not appear on the live page. So once again, this could be a conflict between PageFly and the theme. So please contact us on the live chat because we need to inspect your page and check and see what could be the issue so we can give you feedback. So let's see here more questions. All right, so I think we don't have more questions so far. So I just want to give you a few tips before we jump to the next one, which is a secret how we have prepared for you. Is that please note that when you publish the global styling, changes in global styling properties and elements will be applied to all pages that are using that global styling. And the global styling parameters don't have a reset button in the global styling feature. This is something that is very important to know as well. So for example, here in the styling, there is not a reset button, but you can do is delete once again from advanced. You can delete all the code here, and then you can set up again your settings for this style. After using the global styling in the styling tab, you also have the option to edit back to the global styling. So this is because sometimes we don't want to waste the time to be, let's say, to go back to the dashboard settings, global style, and choose the right element that we want to edit. So instead, for example, if we click on the button, the styling tab, what you need to do is, let's say I select this style, and then I can click on edit element global style, and this will take me to the style of this element. So for example, the button. So this is going to be the end of our webinar. I have shared with you how to utilize four powerful elements, which are the sections, add-on option swatches, global styling, upload, font manager. And I know that you might sometimes get confused between those. So I would love to answer all of the questions that you might have. So please tell me if you have any before we leave, and we'll be getting right to it. Once again, the webinar is recorded and will be uploaded later after this event. And so if you want to watch it again for more reference, or or to send it to a friend, you can go to PageFly YouTube channel later on. So I think we are done for today. In case anyone have any question, can also reach out to us on the live chat, and we'll be always be there for you. So once again, thank you so much for spending the time with us and learning with us and gaming, playing with us as well. And it's been so fun to share with you all of this experience. And remember, we are here on the live chat 24/7. So thank you so much.